was arrested after punching a security guard in the face in a Miami nightclub while they were celebrating their huge, unrivaled championship win. Apparently, the security guard was escorting her out the club. Hey, you guys gotta go. And Arike Ogunbowale say, yeah, watch me. Turn around. Bah! Cracked him. Hey.
That reaction right there tells you everything you need to know about how unexpected this news was. WNBA All-Star Arike Ogunbowale arrested in Miami after punching a security guard in the face at Club 11. This isn't some tabloid rumor. This actually happened Thursday night while celebrating her unrivaled championship victory, and the details that are emerging paint a picture that's somehow both shocking and completely avoidable.
At first, I thought this was fake news. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Shout out to Rose. He sent this to me. Shout out to Rudy. Shout out to Bane. I was like, oh, there's no way. But as you see more and more news, like, oh, this actually happened. Oh, damn. Now, I'm not saying these two incidents are related. I'm not saying that at all. They're completely two unrelated. But remember earlier in the Unrivaled season, some lady, the plug, selling some cocaine outside of the Unrivaled venue got caught. Hey, you can't come in here with that.
Here's what we know from the police complaint. Officers responded to a physical altercation at the rear exit of Club 11 in Miami. The security guard was attempting to escort the 29-year-old Dallas Wings player out of the venue due to an unrelated altercation that had already occurred inside. During that escort, Ogunbowale allegedly punched him in the face with a closed fist, causing him to fall to the ground. The entire incident was captured on the club's security footage, and the victim identified her on scene. She was taken into custody without incident and charged with battery. Let's be clear about the sequence here. There was already an altercation happening inside the club. Security was doing their job, removing people involved in that disturbance. This wasn't random. This wasn't security targeting her for no reason. They were clearing out everyone connected to whatever went down inside.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to help us all out here. It was also caught on camera. I'm waiting for the footage. I could be wrong. I'm holding out on being wrong. I could be wrong. If the footage does come out, it's going to show the security guard escorting her out in one way, shape, or form, and her punching him. That's how it's going to be. If you've ever been in a club before, security says you gotta go, you gotta go. If you say no 2 times, yeah, they're gonna escort you out one way or the other. It is what it is.
Now here's where this gets interesting. Anyone who's been to a nightclub knows how this works. Security doesn't just randomly decide to escort people out. You get warnings. You get told to calm down. And if you refuse multiple times, they physically remove you. That's standard procedure at every venue. So the question becomes, what happened before the punch? What was said? What escalated this from a simple escort to a physical confrontation? The speculation online has been wild. Some people are making jokes about the security guard not knowing who she was, about him mentioning her shooting percentage from last season. But underneath that humor is a real question about entitlement and consequences.
There are people saying, hey, what did he say to her? Making up all the excuses. I just told you. He said. He's like, I don't know who you are. I play in the WNBA. What's that? What's that? Turn around. Snuffed him. Punched him. Hooked him. Right in the chin. Caught him in the sweet spot, too. He fell down. Fell down.
Think about this from the security guard's perspective for a second. He's doing his job. He's been told to clear people out after an altercation. He approaches a group, starts escorting them toward the exit, and suddenly gets punched in the face hard enough to knock him to the ground, in front of cameras, in front of witnesses. And now he has to come back to work the next night knowing everyone saw what happened. The power dynamic here matters. This isn't 2 people getting into a mutual fight. This is someone assaulting a service worker who is doing their job. And the immediate response from some corners of social media has been to make excuses or crack jokes, rather than acknowledge that basic reality.
She scored 19 points in the... I just got to say something. Dude, you're nearly 30. You're a little bit too old to be getting escorted out of nightclubs at 30. You know what I mean? Like in your early 20s, 25. Okay, I can see it. But you're nearly 30. Come on, man. Ogunbowale plays for the Dallas Wings. We reached out to 11 regarding the incident. As spokesperson said, they do not comment on individual guests. Quote, we are proud of 11. Miami continues to be the location of choice for so many people.
Let's talk about the context around this celebration. Ogunbowale had just won the unrivaled championship earlier that evening, scoring 19 points in the title game. This was supposed to be a career highlight moment, a new 3-on-3 league championship victory celebration with teammates, and instead, it ends with a mugshot and a battery charge. Here's what makes this particularly frustrating. Ogunbowale is approaching 30 years old. This isn't a 22-year-old rookie making a bad decision. This is a veteran player, an all-star, someone who should understand that your actions have consequences. Getting into altercations at nightclubs at this stage of your career isn't just poor judgment, it's damaging to your brand, your team, and the league. The Dallas Wings released a statement saying they're aware of the incident and gathering more information. That's standard PR language, but internally, they have to be furious. Your starting player, someone you're building around, getting arrested during the offseason for something completely preventable.
Are aware of an incident involving Arike Ogunbowale and are in the process of gathering more information. Further comments will be provided once we have more details. Any gospel... Annie, I'm sorry. Annie Gospel says, Arike is home safely per unrivaled sport. What do you mean home safely? What do you... she's the one that punched the... Did he make it home safely? Is he okay? Is he okay? Did he have to go to get stitches? Did he have to go to the hospital? No? Oh, he's good now? We don't care? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm just asking, did he get home safely? Is he still on the floor? Did anybody pick him up yet?
Now let's address the response that's been circulating online, because it reveals something important about how we discuss these incidents. Unrivaled statement said, Arike is home safely, as if she was the victim in this situation. She's home safely. What about the security guard? Is he okay? Did he need medical attention? Does he have a concussion from hitting the floor? This framing matters. When someone commits assault, and the immediate response is to express relief that the assailant made it home safely, that sends a message about who we think deserves protection and sympathy. The security guard didn't start this. He was working. He was following protocols, and he got punched in the face for it. Some comments online have been even more explicit. I'm sure she didn't punch him for no reason. He probably deserved it. Think about that logic for a second. A security guard doing his job at a nightclub probably deserved to get punched in the face. Based on what evidence? Based on what facts? That's not defending someone. That's excusing violence because you like the person who committed it.
It's easy. It's easy. I've never gotten snuffed or escorted out from a club by security. No, I haven't. Yeah. I know she's not interested in men. If she was defending herself, it's cool, but really bad. Otherwise, it was security guard. Hope she gets through this. Indeed. Should have been arrested for celebrating a poverty 3v3 rec league. Damn. I don't care. The man is guilty. Arike be minding her business. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Here's the broader pattern we need to acknowledge. This isn't the first incident involving unrivaled celebrations. Earlier in the season, someone was caught trying to bring cocaine into an unrivaled venue and was turned away. Now we have an arrest for battery at the championship after-party. These aren't connected incidents necessarily, but they do raise questions about the culture and environment around these events. Professional athletes celebrating championships is normal. Going to clubs is normal. But there's a level of responsibility that comes with being a public figure and a professional athlete. You're representing your team, your league, your sponsors. When you get arrested for punching a security guard, that's not just a personal mistake that affects everyone associated with you. The WNBA has worked incredibly hard to build credibility, to increase viewership, to attract sponsors and media attention. Every incident like this makes that work harder. It gives ammunition to critics who want to dismiss the league. It creates negative headlines during what should be positive off-season news.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you guys. He was escorting her out. Hey, you can't do this to me. Do you know who I am? No. She lost it. Turned around. What? He wasn't expecting it. He wasn't. I bet. Hey, I bet he's gonna be watching the. I bet he knows who she is now. Can you find footage of this event? No. Come on, Grok. You fucking suck, Grok. The man involved was reportedly security who was escorting her out. Yep. I really, really hope this is fake. What did he do is the real question, because Arike got too much going on to be throwing up. What does Arike got going on?
So what happens next? Legally, Ogunbowale is facing a battery charge. That security footage is going to be crucial. If it shows what the police report describes, her punching someone who is simply escorting her out, this is pretty straightforward. There will likely be a settlement, possibly community service, maybe anger management classes depending on her record. But the bigger consequences are professional and reputational. The Dallas Wings have decisions to make about how they handle this publicly. Do they issue discipline? Do they require counseling? How do they balance supporting their player while not excusing the behavior? The WNBA itself might step in with league discipline, especially if this becomes a major story. And then there's the court of public opinion. Some fans will defend her no matter what. Some will use this as ammunition against the WNBA. Most will probably just see it as another athlete making a bad decision at a club and move on. But for Ogunbowale personally, this becomes part of her story now. Every future profile, every contract negotiation, every endorsement discussion, this incident will be mentioned. Here's what frustrates me most about this situation. It was completely avoidable. If there's an altercation happening and security tells you to leave. You don't argue. You don't escalate. You definitely don't punch someone in the face. You walk out, get in your car or your Uber, and you go home. The championship celebration continues at someone's house or hotel. Nobody gets arrested. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody has to explain a mugshot to their employer. Instead, we have a WNBA all-star facing criminal charges because she couldn't control her temper for 30 seconds. That's not bad luck. That's not being targeted. That's a choice with consequences. The security guard who got punched, he's probably going to settle out of court for some amount of money, but he still got assaulted while doing his job. He still has to deal with the physical aftermath and the embarrassment of being knocked down. And based on some of the comments online, he's being blamed for it or mocked for it rather than being treated as the victim of an assault. Think about what message that sends to service workers everywhere. If you're doing your job and someone punches you, but that person is famous or successful, suddenly you're the problem. Suddenly people are asking what you did to deserve it. That's not okay. So here's my question for you. At what point do we stop making excuses for professional athletes who assault people? At what point do we acknowledge that being good at basketball doesn't give you the right to punch security guards? And at what point do we start holding people accountable for their actions regardless of their status or success? Because right now, based on what I'm seeing online, we're not there yet. We're still in the phase where people are cracking jokes, making excuses, and blaming the victim. And that needs to change. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Ogunbowale was justified? Do you think the security guard did something to provoke this? Or do you think this is simply a case of an athlete making a terrible decision and needing to face the consequences? I want to hear your perspective, but keep it respectful. Like the video if you found this breakdown valuable, subscribe for more WNBA coverage, and I'll see you in the next one.